So I'm Shea Dawson, Director of Athlete and Community Relations at Overtime. I am excited to introduce the CBPA, the College Basketball Association for Parents, which is the official community for collegiate basketball players. This is super exciting. I'm here with Kareem Moody, President of the CBPA and father of Moses Moody, a guard at Arkansas and future NBA lottery pick in 2021. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Now, Kareem, you are the president of the CBPA. What does the CBPA mean to you? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, it means an opportunity for parents to be heard. I think that's probably the way to sum it up, but it definitely says that, parents have a voice, parents are relevant. A lot of what, we go through as parents raising our kids sacrifices. And, you see people, you meet people along the way, you build relationships, you start to become a family, if you will. And to this point, that's where most of our education comes from, is in the gyms and in the bleachers and going to lunch, going to dinner with different families. And I just like the fact that now there's a place where parents can kind of come together, be empowered, communicate, and say the things that need to be said in advocacy for their kids.
Yes, and this is something that I'm very passionate about as well. So I'm so blessed to be experiencing this with you guys. Why is something like this needed? I'm just thinking, why hasn't it been created before? Why do you think it's needed now, especially?
Well, I think it's always been needed. And definitely now there's so many things going on. And the thing that I would say to answer the question, and I guess we're in conversational tone, so I'll just talk to you, but you know as well as I do, that basketball is a big machine and there's so many moving parts. I think families come through in a cycle. We're first timers every time you come through, whereas the basketball world, it sits still. And those folks have been here. And so I think it helps at every stage, not just college basketball, but for every stage, since parents are probably the most important piece to the puzzle outside of their kids, it just makes sense that, now with all the things that are happening, colleges, they need another voice. They need people to help inform some of the decisions, to kind of humanize some of the things that are happening from COVID to social justice. Sometimes you just kind of go listen to your mom and daddy when things get stressed out. And that's who the CBPA are. We're the parents, and so when you can't figure things out, you typically go ask your mom and dad. So here we are. Yeah, I think it just makes sense for parents. If you're trying to help your kid, and that's really the name of the game at this point, you need information, you need education, you need access to people who know things that you don't know. And, one thing that I found along the way is that most parents are willing to share, they're willing to help people. And so for a parent who's lost or a parent who's trying to figure this out, I think you owe it to yourself to tap into a community of people who have your best interests at heart. I feel like, there's so many competing priorities and ulterior motives, and it's just a huge sea out there, and it's just that, you need some light, and I think that's kind of what the CBPA can be. It can be that light out there. And, parents go through stuff that other folks don't go through. You can have trainers and coaches and all those folks, but, that parent is the one and we feel the same stuff. I'm watching my kid, I'm stressing just like the next parent, and that's not the same for the media or any other people. Any other people that are in this equation. So I just say, hey, it just makes sense for parents. And I think parents heart to heart, they'll get it.
Man, and I can see why you're the president of this. This is really great insight. I mean, even for someone like who's an athlete advocate to understand and to know what parents are going through. And so is this free? Is this open to everybody? What does that look like?
Yeah, it is. It's really, again, it's an extenuation of the circuits and the gyms and all the stuff that we've been doing. This is kind of a place where parents are coming together. It's free. It's open to any parent, any division, men's ball, female basketball, division powerhouse, power fives, all the way to division 3. And, anybody, any parent, that's still parents, guardians, anybody who needs a place to plug into for a community around college basketball, I think is welcome. Hopefully people can, because I'm the president for now, but of course, you kind of do things like this, and first you need the faithful, then you need the courageous, but sooner or later the smart people show up, and that's when things really get interesting. So hopefully this is kind of a way to kick the ball off and tell people, hey, someone's listening, someone's interested, someone's willing to kind of step out there first. And And then hopefully there'll be people that show up that can really carry the thing to the next phase, build on what we're doing. But I'm really excited to be in the role because it's an exciting time for me. I know I feel like I've learned a lot, just having access to CBPA parents in an informal way. And so now, plugging into some of those resources and being able to just share that with other parents that are coming behind us, I think it just makes all the sense in the world.